Hey, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 1st of August 2020. This is a weekly analysis video where I go over all of my daily charts that I'm trading using the high probability method. I thought I might as well do this video. Here in Da Nang in Vietnam, we're in pretty strict lockdown. This is like the epicenter, I guess, of the second wave here in Vietnam. We've got about 40, 50 cases all out of this town. So the government here takes it pretty serious. I think there's only been 3 deaths in the whole of Vietnam so far. There was one here the other night or 2 days ago. The bloke that died, he wasn't long for this world anyway. He was already on a dialysis machine and had some other underlying problems. I think COVID just put him over the edge. So yeah, they take it serious here. Nothing's happening. It's dead quiet. The locals get right into it. There's no infringement on their social rights or anything like that. The government says jump, they say how high. So it's good, I guess. But, it makes for a pretty boring 2 weeks. Anyway, I digress. At least there's sport on this time round. Plenty of sport in Australia, so I got to watch that. Even the Formula One from the UK, Silverstone. Not sure what's happening over there. I was watching the practice yesterday. It was 35 degrees Celsius. I just want to make sure that Silverstone's actually in the UK because that's pretty hot. So let's get on the charts. I'm rambling. All right, so before we get on, this is just my notes, the high probability setup. You can pause the video and read this or take a screenshot of whatever you wish. It just tells you what all the different colors, lines, etc. are, and what a couple of indicators do and what I'm looking at. So if you've got it in doubt, just have a look at this sheet. I'll put it back up at the end of the video. So let's go on to the charts. So this is my daily charts. Now this is the weekend. So with TradingView, it's good. And I'll show you why. It gives you a heads up for what's coming up on the Monday. So the market's closed. It's a Forex market. Doesn't open until Monday 4 a.m., which most of the people on the planet, that's probably a Sunday night. But it's a good thing about living in Asia or Australia. It's actually Monday morning, which makes sense. So this is my watch list on the right here. Anything that hasn't got a highlight, no trades on. Anything in blue, trades on. Anything in pink, I'm looking at. Yellow, something's happened that I probably haven't updated the Facebook group or the Telegram channel with. So let's have a look. Cad. Now, I draw my trend lines in, as you know. So this is a setup. You get the 3 moving averages. Refer back to that sheet, what they all are. Got the indicators. All my trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet. That spreadsheet's on Google Drive and it's available to everyone to have a look at, whether it be the 12-hour or the daily charts. You'll find a link to that spreadsheet in the description of this video for the daily charts, all right? So I've been trading the dailies now for over a year, I think. It would be over a year. And generally, it's all based on a 0.02 of a lot. That's my base lot in all trades, so 20 cents a pip, give or take. And that's my total to date profit on each pair. Now, I've drawn my trend lines in place. This is the Cad. There's no trade on at the moment, but I'm always drawing these lines for getting ready for when something's happening. In this case, it's looking at possible regular bearish divergence. Hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's setting up. You can see there's a red dot on the MACD Platinum there, so I can guarantee it come Monday I'll be drawing a warning line in there. It just means something's happening. Basically, in this case, there's a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the 0 level. That will be there on Monday. Swiss. Now, if you refer to that sheet, S1 just means sequence 1. That's where it commences. So as you know, with the daily charts, I'm trying to get out of the hedging technique. I'm going to just leave that for the lower time frame charts. But in the meantime, I've got some hedges or sequences I've got to clear. So that's what I'm doing. I'm in the process. So sell trades are the red lines, buy trades are the blue lines. You can read my notes, pause the video. If I talk too quick or you can't understand me, or English is not your first language, just pause the video and read it. You'll soon work out sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Different position sizes, break even there, which is the yellow dashed line. So I haven't got far to get through. Just looking to break down through this break even, and I can clear all these trades and start afresh with a clean chart. Oz Japanese yen. Now, this grey line here, vertical line, is my first buy. So I took a buy here and I closed it when I got this reversal signal. And I've taken a second buy in here. I'm not sure why I didn't take it in here. Anyway, I've taken it. It's got a stop in place here. And I've also taken a sell, and it's got a stop in place up here. Big resistance level, blue lines normally mean something that interests me. In this case, big resistance level, which I've written there. I can extend that across probably. Just see if price stays under that. So the first buy I lost $2, and I've got a second buy, which I've already made up because I would have closed half up here somewhere, and I've got a stop in place. So I've made that $2 back on the second buy. So sequence 1 is the buy, sequence 2 is a sell. The sell's going nowhere fast. Aussie, New Zealand, I'm in 2 old sequences here. I am through the break even on sequence 2, which is here. I could probably close that out and take a profit, but it's a bullish candle. Trying to push up through these other ones and get up to this high. I probably should extend that across that blue trend line. If it gets up there, that'd be great. Getting close to these break-even levels too. So that's the Aussie, New Zealand. Right, Aussie USD. Now here's one that I'm talking about. It's highlighted in pink. See, there's a QMP filter dot. On Monday, that's a sell signal. That's a good thing about TradingView. MT4, MT5 doesn't do it, but TradingView does do it. So the candle's closed, but the new candle hasn't opened yet, but that's enough. The signal's been confirmed. So it doesn't matter where it opens on Monday, that's a sell signal. Now, in this case, I'm in a sequence up here, which is an old sequence. Like I say, I'm getting rid of all these sequences. So I'm going to take a sell trade on that. So I go to sequence 1. I'll be taking a full sell at 0.16 on that. So that's the first thing. Sequence 2, I've got a buy in here. I've got a stop in place up here. Now, what I generally do with stops is I normally drop down on the daily chart. I'll drop down to the 4-hour chart and just have a look. So you can see this is a 4-hour chart. So this is where my buy is. Buy's here, stops there. It's come down. Look, I could move it up and put it below here, but I'm not going to. It's too close. I'll just leave it where it is. And now we've got regular bearish divergence, which is confirmed. You can see higher highs on price and lower highs on the MACD Platinum. It's a high risk trade because look at the MAs. The MAs are 50, the 100 and the 240. They're starting to spread to the upside, but they're going up. Price is coming back into them. So the trend's going up. It's a high risk trade, but it's worth a risk. I will take this trade, so I'll be starting at sequence 3. And a couple of reasons I like it. One is we've got obviously regular bearish divergence. 2, price is a fair way from the MA, so I've got a bit of wiggle room to the downside. And 3, we got a partial buy in place. So I've got a partial hedge in place for this, for sequence 2. Don't worry about sequence 1. That's just something I've got to get. This green line is probably close to this support resistance level is actual 70-cent level. So it's a big number. So if we take the sell, we want to try at least get down through to the 70-cent level. We'll see how that pans out. So that's the Aussie USD. Cad Swiss. Now this is one of my problems. If I narrow the chart down, you'll see these 5 buy trades over here. That's this 5 trades here. I'll drop the ball, let them get away from me. They're just like an anchor at the moment on me. The good thing is, and I say this in every video, is their positive swap or overnight interest rate is positive. So I'm not too concerned about them. It's something I've got to deal with eventually. I haven't stuck my head in the sand and just ignored them, but I know they're there. In the meantime, I'm trying to add to my profit. And where is my profit? I'll have to add it to it. It's not displayed here. I've got a couple $100 profit. I was playing with the charts. Well, there's no vertical lines on the MACD Platinum. I was playing with the charts, and once you take that off and replace it, it doesn't put all the information back. So yeah, I've lost my overall break even and my profit to date. I'll fix that up later. But in the meantime, I'm playing with sequence 2, which is this one over here, all these notes. I'm trying, what I've got, it's break even at the moment, NA's hedge. So looking for a buy, MACD platinum's below the zero, looking for a buy to clear the sequence, which shouldn't take much. They're all pretty close, and look at possibly taking a new trade. So yeah, not too bad. Cad Yen, taken a couple of losses on this one so far, and I left the lines in place to show you where I took my buy. First one was here, second one was here, and took up. So I've taken a minus 26, minus 50, still in profit overall. Meanwhile, the MACD platinum's still below the zero level, so now looking for possibly a third buy and try and make up these losses. So nothing happening at the moment. Draw my trend lines in, getting ready. Those trend lines are, that was hidden bullish divergence, which I could have hedged, because I'm pretty confident these hidden divergences, I can work my way out of them. This one's regular divergence. So when you get something like hidden followed by regular on the same, it's a pretty strong signal. If we get a buy here, it's not coming on Monday, possibly Tuesday if the price keeps on going up. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. What happened here? Yeah, I looked at taking a sell in here. I'm glad I didn't. I drew this trend line up here thinking possibly it could go up and roll back down. But now on Monday, there's this buy or green dot, but it's not a valid signal because it's above the MACD platinum's above the zero level, and it's just way too far away from the MA. So it's not a valid buy signal, but this trend line I could probably get rid of now. It's just in case the price rolled over and we're still in this sell signal. If it broke the trend line, I could look at taking a sell. You can see it broke through. You can see, look at price come up, hit this, hit that, close, hit it, through, back support, and bounced off it. All right, Euro Aussie, couple of sequences here. Sequence 1, sequence 1's actually a sell, standalone, and that's its, hang on, let me get this right. Yeah, that's sequence 1's stop there. So sell there, stop there. So that's looking all right. Sequence 2 is this group over here from here, trying to get up through these yellow lines. Reason there's 2 yellow lines, one's a break even for sequence 2, and I've lost another notes. I should have checked this before I did the video. And the other one's an overall break even, so that's 2 I've got to replace. Yeah, overall break even there. Good support level here. I'm liking this. Hopefully it'll keep on pushing up a bit. Euro CAD, look at that. Got up to this high, bounced straight back down. One sequence, going nowhere fast. Hedged at the moment, looking for a sell. This thing's been ugly. Look at that MACD platinum. That is just ugly. COVID. See what COVID does to charts. Right, Euro Swiss. I was stopped out on this too. Took a on this sell here. My stop was just up here somewhere. Stopped me out. Well, yeah, it looks like it just stopped me out too. So anyway, here's one. At this stage, it went up. There's no green dot. There's a tight little bearish, regular bearish divergence possibly forming. Price is starting to come down. Again, I've drawn this trend line up through the lows, looking for price to break it. If that sell signal remains valid, I could look at taking a second entry there, another sell, and try and recover that $30 loss. Euro pound, this is one I didn't take. I'm sort of regretting I didn't now. Nice little double top here. The reason I didn't take it, close to the price was already pretty close to the MAs. Trend was up, so it's a high risk trade both ways there, and the MACD platinum was very flat at the zero level. I'm going to start taking more of these. In my historical charts, when I do my back testing on the simulator or on the historical charts, generally these double tops on the daily charts work out pretty well. Even when the MACD is not looking right or it's against the trend, they're a pretty strong signal. Not always, don't get me, I'm not saying they're perfect by any means, but they're strong. Right, Euro Yen. All right, yeah, took a sell here, stopped out, biggish loss, $46, I think that is, yep. Still well in profit overall, and so I was in a buy here, which is good, the stop and place there. Took the sell based on this double top. See, like I said, they don't always work. And I was pretty confident that signal. Double top and divergence, and now price has shot up, taking my stop out. It looks like it's pulling back a bit, again drawing new lines in for possible bearish divergence. Still looking for a second sell entry, sell trade. In the meantime, I've locked in profit on this buy trade, and if I get a new sell signal up here, I can start drawing trend line in there, etc. I could start pushing this stop up. Euro New Zealand, in one sequence it started back here, making some pretty good money on this pair. We're pretty close to the overall break even at the moment. I just want to see, it's a bullish candle on Friday, see if we can push up on Monday and get up here, up through here, so I can clear the swap and clear this sequence of trades. So it's looking all right. Euro USD, Euro. See, here's another double top. I think I did make some money on that sell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, I've taken a buy in here, which has turned out pretty good. And on Monday, we're going to get a sell signal. There it is there. We have divergence, regular bearish divergence. Now, I'm going to take this. A couple of reasons. One, I think we're up there. Price, we're up near 120. We're close to 120. We're getting close. I should probably draw a line in there. 1.2000. So it's a big number. We're getting close to that. We're a long way from the MAs. Price is a long way from the MA. So we're at an extreme. We've obviously got the divergence. Look, see, there's a high here. Here's the high in the MACD Platinum. Price has shot up there. It's a fairly parabolic move, which means a steep move. And MACD Platinum struggled to get above this previous high. So there's a clear divergence there. And and plus I've got a partial buy on. So what I'll do is I'll probably go to the 4-hour chart. There's probably nowhere to really put that. Oh, here we go. And I'll get this stop, and it'll be dragged up to even like this close, somewhere in here somewhere. So it just locks in all that profit on the daily and us on the buy. So when I go back to so it's up in here somewhere. So it gives me a bit of a wiggle room. And if it goes out, if it doesn't go to plan, the sell trade, then I've got protection on this buy trade. So that's what I'm looking at on Monday. And I'll take the sell, and the stop will be up here somewhere. It's not a bad setup. That's a big, I'm not sure what sort of candle we call it, but it's a big bearish one, and everything's lining up. So that's the Euro USD. Pound Oz, took a sell here, got out of it pretty quick, took a loss of $5. In the meantime, it's going up. And I've just got to keep an eye on it, look for a new sell setup, possibly. Pound CAD, similar deal, took a loss. Yeah, this one went against me quickly. Took a sell here. This one went bang, shooting straight up, took a loss. MACD Platinum still above the 0 level, looking for a possible sell. Pound Swiss, similar deal. First sell trade. Took a sell in here. Closed it out or got stopped out. So I took a loss there, but we're making decent money on that pair. And you can see the correlation between all the pound pairs. Pound yen, this is better. Did I take that sell? Oh yeah, took a sell trade. I'm in a buy trade here, so which is good. And I've got a stop in there. I'll probably move that stop up on, I'll go just quickly have a look at the 4-hour chart. So I'll probably move this stop up into up here somewhere on Monday. I'll have a look at that. And that's all right. So, and we took a loss in this sell here. Wasn't a huge one, I don't think, 44. Making pretty good money on this. So I'll look for another sell trade. Another pound pair to give me a bit of grief. Pound New Zealand. This thing's been giving me grief for a long time. As you can see, all the sequences. And they're all in the same direction, which is not such a good thing. So sequence 1's over here, sequence 2, sequence 3, I just try to make it a bit easier to find. Overall break-evens, there's 4 of them. One for overall, one for sequence 1, one for sequence 2, one for sequence 3. We're getting up into them now, which is good. I'm looking forward to seeing the back of this pair, I'll tell you. We just need another big push up into this, and once I get up above these trades, and if it does reverse, I can start closing some of these trades and adding to my profit. That's the plan anyway. Pound USD, a lot cleaner now since I got rid of all the previous trades. I probably could have made more money on that, but that's neither here nor there. Still good profit overall. Now, remember, I had bigger position sizes. I went in 5 times on one sequence. So on the 29th of July, adjusted profit to date on my spreadsheet. So basically all those sequences on the pound USD, and I think there was one sequence on the New Zealand CAD, I divided the position sizes by 5, divided the profits and losses and swap rates by 5, just so it makes the spreadsheet a lot more bit more accurate. You know, there's no outliers that are making the profits, overall profit, look good. So I just brought everything, put everything on the same page. So that's the reason why I did that. Nothing else. So we're looking good. We're in a buy. I've got a stop in place. It looks like it's run out of steam a bit. New Zealand CAD. As you know, trades on at the moment. I remember I don't know if you heard me on Friday. I said, on Thursday I said, Thursday it happened. Friday morning I said that's a new buy signal here. I didn't take it. I was in 2 minds because you got regular bearish divergence, and even though we've got hidden bullish divergence, problem is the MACD platinums. I'm having a shock on this one. The price is away from the MAs, which I don't like, and I don't like the fact there's regular bearish divergence. So there's a bit of a conflict there, and look at this, straight down on Friday, just straight down. So that's sort of worked out not too bad in hindsight. New Zealand Swiss, no, taking a couple of buys there, one here, one here. First buy closed at break even, second one lost $11. Now, MACD platinum still below the 0 level, possibly looking for a third buy. New Zealand Japanese yen, this one I didn't take also. It's good sort of resistance up here into the MA, similar to the euro pound, except the only difference was that the actual MACD platinum is below the 0 level already. So I like it, and I might even still consider taking this. I don't know yet. But anyway, I did take a first buy trade. Yeah, I did make some money. I didn't. Must have been on this one here. So I did make some money on the first buy trade, which was good. MACD platinum still not through the 0 level. Probably looking for another buy trade. That's probably ideal situation. New Zealand USD, and here come Monday. Here's a sell. I'm in a sequence. Not sure like where the MACD platinum is. And again, is there any big numbers up there? It's got to really. I might just hold off on taking the actual sell as a standalone sell, even though there's regular bearish divergence. I haven't drawn that line there, it's disappeared or something. So you've got your divergence, that's a gimme, that's confirmed. I don't know, yeah, look, all right, I'll take it. I will take it. I've got to take one for this anyway, sequence 1. So I'll be taking a 6 sell, try and clear this sequence, and I'll start a sequence 2 standalone, and I'll have a stop in place up there. So that'll be a New Zealand USD. It's a high risk trade into those MAs. Yeah, it's a high risk trade. But you know, with the high risk trades, all you can do is possibly go down. If you normally risk 2%, risk 1%, something like that. All right, USD CAD. What was it over there? Not on daily chart yet. Yeah, so I've got a few sequences going here. I think one's got a stop in place. There's a stop there somewhere. I think that might be sequence 3, nil stop set. Yeah, sequence 3, it's got a stop. That's a standalone trade. Sequence 2, I think it's got a stop too. Also, yeah, in there. Yeah, stop, move down. So sequence 1's my problem child. I've got to try and clear that. I haven't got far to go. Just got to get up these yellow lines and we can clear some of that. USD, Swiss franc. There's a lot of trades happening here. This is probably going to move to problem number 1 pair after I get rid of the pound New Zealand. I've got a few going on here. The problem is they're all in the same direction. So we really need a reversal. We start to get some sort of bullish divergence possibly forming. If it keeps on dropping down, then it won't be valid at the moment. It's level. So if this dropped down a little bit further, then it's no longer a valid divergence. So we just got to try, and what we could do here is look at sequence 4 is a simple one. That's just a sell, so I can end up closing half, adding to my profit, putting a type stop on that. And then I can look at sequence 1, 2, or 3, possibly closing one of these sell trades or more than one of these sell trades, any of these sell trades, the big position sizes, then reversing. So what I'll do is I'll add to my profit, then look to going back up again. Just keep on working the pair, so to speak. And just try and add to this total here. It's been a pair that I struggle with, USD, Swiss franc, but yeah, we'll get there. And USD, Japanese yen. New buy signal on Monday, but I won't be taking it. It's against the trend. There's no divergence. Nothing to get excited about. It could be a winner, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going against the trend, I need at least divergence. So in this case, not taking it. But as you can see, it's a good example of what's going to happen on Monday. So that's it, guys, for the daily chart. So it gives you a bit of an idea. I'll tidy up those other charts and fix up the overall break-evens and the profit to dates. I'm not sure what happened there. And you can read these notes again if you're wondering what some of the colours are, the lines or the indicators are. That covers it all. And that's it. So the weekend, I might do another couple of videos this weekend. At least one I want to get done to follow up on my trading thoughts video. I want to try and get on the simulator or at least the historical charts and even show the EAs in action, something along those lines. So, yep. So thanks for watching the video. If you do like the video, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button. And wherever you are in the world, stay safe. I know it's a pretty crappy time at the moment. We've got a typhoon just offshore and we've actually got surf up, but no one's allowed on the beach and we can't take the boards out or anything. So I'm looking out now, I can see the surf. Good swell, which is unusual for this time of the year. So thanks to those people who have subscribed to the channel, and if everyone's more than welcome to join the Facebook group or the Telegram channels also. All right, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to watch some replays of football games my team has played, and I'm trying to avoid knowing the score until I watch the game. Cheers, enjoy the weekend.